let's go ahead and make mussels with spicy tomato sauce. Okay, this is going to be a fantastic way to do mussels. It's got a little extra zing than just cooking mussels and eating them directly. Let's go over the ingredients briefly. Obviously, we've got a pound here of mussels. Now this recipe is for basically 2 people. If you'd like to, you can double the ingredients and have it for 4 people, or triple it for 6 people. But we're doing it for 2 with a pound of mussels. We're using about an ounce of prosciutto ham. Okay. The spices will be some crushed red pepper, lemon. We'll put the lemon wedges together. We've got parsley. You'll need about 2 tablespoons of parsley. We have 1 shallot. We'll end up chopping that finely to make 2 tablespoons of parsley. And I've got 3 cloves of garlic, and those will also be chopped up quite finely. Now, some other important ingredients are going to be a can of ready-made diced tomatoes. So you'll need diced tomatoes. That's going to make the sauce. We'll also use a cup of a dry white wine. I'm going to use Sauvignon Blanc today. And the other cooking ingredients will be some salt, some olive oil, and a little bit of butter. So let's get into the mixture and see how quickly this goes. It comes together in about 15 minutes. So we will obviously start by rinsing off our mussels. Getting off some of the sea brine, a little bit of cold water. Mussels will have to stay fresh, so they've been on ice until this point. We start by using the freshly diced prosciutto, and we're going to put that into the pan that already has a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of butter. You'll see that will start to sizzle up right away. The first thing we're going to do for ingredients is we're going to go ahead and add the shallots, okay? So they go in with the prosciutto. This cooking time will be about maybe 3 minutes. Shallots and prosciutto make a nice base for this sauce. We want to cook it long enough that the prosciutto starts to get a little bit crisp around the edges and the shallots start to add flavor. You'll know how everything just smells wonderful in your kitchen. To finish the sauce preparation, we'll take our can of diced tomatoes, and these diced tomatoes actually already have garlic, oregano, and basil in them. Now you can add those ingredients separately if you'd like to, but I'm just going to go ahead and pour that entire can into the base. At the same time, we take our dry white wine. This will be a cup of Sauvignon Blanc. And we can go ahead now and add our diced garlic and a little bit of our parsley. We might save some parsley for finishing touches after the dish is prepared, but we'll add a little bit of parsley now. Everything's going on to a simmer mode, so low simmer mode, because the mussels will take a few minutes, and mussels, of course, are ready when they open. Let's take a close look here. We'll want this sauce to be warm enough. It doesn't have to be boiling, of course, but you'll want to make sure that it's warm enough that the mussels will start to open fairly quickly once they get into the sauce. I'm going to be adding a couple lemon slices to the sauce at this time. All right, our sauce is now beginning to simmer. I put a lid on to get things going a little bit faster. And before I add the mussels, I'm going to put in just a dash of crushed red pepper. Now, if you want to know what a dash is, it could be as small as a half a teaspoon. It depends on how spicy you like things. But I'm going to start with just a small dash because I don't want to overpower these beautiful mussels. So they're in. Let me grab the mussels. I'm spacing the mussels apart enough so that I can actually see them as they open. General rule of thumb, of course, is if they don't open, you don't eat them. Our mussels are now opening, and the dish is ready to be served. Like I said, the total preparation time for this dish is literally about 15 minutes, so it's a great thing to serve people if you want something a little bit exotic without a lot of work. We'll go ahead and just top this dish with a couple of more pieces of fresh parsley, and you'll see that it not only smells good, tastes good, but looks absolutely delicious.